Welcome to me, Rambling. Today I'm going to be talking about music because I feel like it and I really want to talk about music. Alright, let's get right into it. So, today I came to a realization of I love, and I mean love, folk country. And shut the fuck up, Angel! So, like, a good example though is, like, I remember when I didn't get into music until I was about 13. Well, until I got my first real record player and stuff, which I've already gone over that before. But I didn't really get into music until I was like 13, which is around the time I got my record player and stuff. Well, no, 14, 15 area. A little gray area. Uh, fuck you, just let me through the thing. So, my dad likes country music. I like country, but I don't like Jesus Christ. I don't like country. I don't like the country my dad listens to. I like to folk country. I like the like I like the stuff that's a little sadder, I guess, you know? The one that talks about how the true feelings of people. Stuff like that. Well, and a good example is Towns Van Zandt. Genuinely, in my opinion, has to be like one of my favorite singers. Just because, like, a good example is, I heard the song, the first song I heard by him was, I was listening, I still recall it. I was listening to Broken Window Serenade. And basically, the song changed, and it started playing Waiting Around to Die by Towns Van Zandt. I listened to the whole song, and it made me, it had this, like, but put it this way, it was like it spoke to me. And, like, I mean, it, it played in such a way at, like, no other, like, folk country artist, or artists in general. Besides, like, Black Sabbath and, like, Marty Robbins. But he gave me this feeling of just, like, somebody understood me, put it that way. I don't care how cringy that sounds, go fuck yourself. Um, it, it was just this really unique thing to me. And then I listened to the whole album. It had songs like Lungs on it, then Colorado Girl, and, fucking, what's it called? Waiting Around to Die. And I listened to that whole album. It didn't make me, how do I put this in good terms? It didn't feel like any other album I've ever listened to. And then, like, I knew Poncho and Lefty from, like, fucking Merle Haggard and, Willie Nelson. And I I like his version better. Not like Towns Van Zandt's or the original. It's just this. He has a more. I feel like Towns' version is better on the fact he has a more like so it's like it feels like he's actually there in like a saloon singing to people about the story of a gunslinger and a lawman, compared to what Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard's was, where it's like it sounded sadder and not as real. And I like his, but I don't get it. I don't know how to put into words.
They say Jack's drilling operations are causing those earthquakes. That, or your mom just got out of bed. Zing!
Fucking hate Claptrap so much.
Sanctuary, the last bastion of the resistance against Jack, and the only place you'll be truly safe.
But you know what? That's just me, I guess. I've kind of already ran out of stuff to talk about because I like his music. Best way to put it. I feel like I can't really talk how I feel about it without playing it for people, and I can't really do that. And that's just me. I guess I'm gonna get into another topic I've been kind of wanting to talk about. Skateboarding. Odd. My fat ass can't skateboard. And I'm not like an extremely fat fucking chud. I'm big enough to where I don't want to fucking skate. I feel like I'm gonna bust my ass. I'm just gonna be honest with myself. I'm a fucking fat ass in my eyes. A lot of people say I'm not. But in my opinion, I am. But I've always thought skateboarding was cool. I remember my dad had this. Since I was poor, like really poor, I did grow up with VHSs because of that. And I know a lot of people did, but like in 2013, a lot of people did not have that. That's why I'm saying it's a, that was just because I was poor. And I mean, it was, if I remember, can't remember what it was called, but it was like videos of Jason Lee skating. Like, Jason Lee's gotta be my favorite skater of all time. And like, my dad was talking to me when I got older about it, and he was like, yeah, he got that when he used to skateboard. My dad used to skate a lot, apparently. And I love how the revolver always drops. But I remember then he was like, when you get older, I'll show you somebody. I'm like, okay. Well, he didn't end up showing me it because I found him on my own. My dad said he's a dickhead, but he says that doesn't take away from that he can skate. And it was fucking what's it called? Bam Margera. Bam Margera was a fucking awesome skater. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, Tony Hawk isn't good. But like, I'm not a fan of him. I didn't think he was cool. And I probably was like 12 when I discovered Bam. And my dad was like, "You think that that's cool?" Then he showed me old clips of like Johnny Knoxville. I didn't know Johnny Knoxville skated. Apparently he also started a lot with skating. Didn't know that. So my dad told me, and that's what he showed me. I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it was fucking Johnny Knoxville. And then he showed me like Jackass. Then he showed me CKY. Fucking Viva La Bam. And he was like, this is what he was growing up with. And I thought that shit was so cool. And then I'm farming for a thing real quick. It was a like I thought it was so cool to me. I know like I keep saying it, but like it really was cool. Because you get to see these guys like get the shit beat out of them. Cause they're doing stupid shit. And then you'll see like Bam do his cool skating tricks and the cool pranks and stuff like that. My favorite used to be hi, I'm Bam and I'm beating the shit out of my dad. I remember that the first time I saw that, I thought it was so funny. Okay, I didn't get one, so, and I'm not gonna bore y'all with farming. But, I thought that shit was so fucking funny. And, he showed me like, I think it was Tony Hawk 1. It had fucking, Bam's dad in it, which was funny. And then I remember like learning about Steve-O, all those guys from Jackass, and my dad was like explaining it all to me. And I remember like, I think literally I know how sad it's I think that's the closest me and my dad's ever really been is when he was explaining that stuff to me.
Good hunting, bandits.
And like another thing, he showed me like, if I remember, it was Metal Gear Solid 1. Apparently him and my uncle used to, when they were sharing a apartment together, my uncle was more of an Xbox fan, but my dad loved PlayStation. So like my uncle showed me Gears of War, and then my dad talked to me about Metal Gear Solid, and he still remembers like so much of that shit. Which is like, you know, yeah, I might have been 12, but low key, it's a, how do I put it? It was like an eye-opening thing to me. Like, if it wasn't for that, like that stuff, I don't think I'd be who I am. Because like I wouldn't have the sense of humor I have, I think, being honest. And you know, stuff like that is where it's like, that's the stuff I feel like I can relate to. And that's why, like, my dad refuses to let me, like, really learn how to skateboard. I tried to when I was younger. I fucking busted my ass so many times. But honestly,
Yes, I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't
I guess
Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's
that's the
sight.
thing.
First, I shall shut off the electrical fence for you.
Something I wish I had,
Please stay back, Vault Hunter. Let Claptrap
which
go
it's gonna
first.
make me sound spoiled, but I'm not. It like, my dad was taught by his great grandfather.
Apologies, but the
They used to let my
Claptrap
dad
speaks
do
my brain
stupid
cells
shit.
suicide one by
And when he
one.
got hurt, he'd learn from his lesson. My dad won't do that. And that's why it's like, I feel like in a way, there's so much I missed out on. But you know what? In literally 5 days, I will be 18, and I can do this bullshit all I want. And I'll learn, but that's what I want, is to learn my fucking lesson. Because it's like, okay, think about it this way. You show a 12-year-old a guy jumping off a roof with a shopping cart, right? That 12-year-old's gonna be like, that shit was so cool. But like how I was. And what's gonna happen? They're gonna wanna do it. Like, I'm gonna be like that with my kid. If they wanna do something stupid, I'm gonna let them learn from their fucking mistakes. Because if they don't, it won't turn them into, you know, I don't know how to put into words what it'll turn them into. It's just, I don't know. I love that stuff. CKY, I thought was a nice band. They're kind of cool. Not a huge fan, but like, I fuck with CKY. Fucking Wild Boys. I fucking hate Wild Boys. And I know, as somebody who's like, well, if you're a fan of Jackass and Viva La Bam, you should be a fan of Wild Boys. Steve-O literally came out and said 90% of that shit was fake. Like, bro, when you, like, it's, bro, at that point, I'm just gonna go watch a YouTube prank. Because at least that's a little more real than the fucking show. And I know people will be like, well, you gotta think, he fucking, what's it called? He got into a tank with a shark. Yeah, he got into a tank with a shark. But that's really it. And like, I know people who think Steve-O's so cool. Steve-O's cool. He's a fucking idiot, though. I'm not even, like, I'm not even, like I said, I've made it clear, I don't have any political views. And I don't fuck with Joe Rogan like that. But the fact that Joe Rogan did kind of bitch him. And then, Steve-O, the guy who's acted like, how do I put it? Like some sort of, he had this cocky attitude of being like some sort of, like, badass. And then, you get bitched out by Joe Rogan. You're not no badass then, I'm sorry to say it. You're just a fucking pussy. But you know, I guess to each their own, you know. It's a very, very dumb situation. And I know everybody's gonna have their own opinions on it. But I stand by it. I'm sorry. I think it's kind of pussy shit. But that's just me. What time is it? Alright. I'm gonna turn this mission in and then I'm gonna end this off. Because, what time is it exactly? For me right now, it is 10:46. And I've been trying to grind War Thunder almost. I just got to the F4C. And I really am happy with that. So I'm gonna catch y'all.